This weekend, Rogers' hometown hockey tour rolls into Oshawa. Joining Ron McLean, as always, will be the beautiful Slone, who is spending the morning with us while she gets ready to spend Boxing Day with you in the Schwa and come out, not just the Schwanians.
Yes, everybody in the area. I mean, this is such a great location for us following Christmas, Boxing Day. I should explain, Rogers' hometown hockey is sort of two things. It's a tour and a festival, and then there's a broadcast element. So this is a free, family-friendly event that families can come out to. Really great for kids. Lots of games, lots of giveaways. Hot chocolate, kids love hot chocolate, alumni signing, and we're set up outside of Oshawa City Hall noon on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and then Sunday night we have a live broadcast hosted by Ron McLean, and that kicks off at 5:30 this week, and then there's a hockey game because we're all about hockey, and it's the Toronto Maple Leafs playing the Islanders. Special guest Gary Roberts, Glenn Healy. It's all hockey themed, and it's fun.
It's jam-packed fun. In between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you know, come Boxing Day on Saturday, everybody's kind of getting cabin fever, they're bored, they need fresh air, and this is a great way for the community to come together. You mentioned even your young daughter loves attending these with you.
She does. I mean, well, I have the hot chocolate #1, but there's just tons of stuff to do. There's a ball hockey game. There's just a lot of interactive displays, interactive activities.
Tim Hicks performing
Tim
Sunday.
Hicks is performing. How could I forget Tim Hicks' live performance on the show on Sunday evenings.
And it's a 24-city tour, which is so nice that you're able to hang out there. And like Adam Wild was saying, the whole community comes out. It's a beautiful spirit. And you've added a really cool element to the program, which is doing these lifestyle pieces on how it's made or something really cool about the town.
I think last year we encompass a lot. Through hockey, we're able to tell the story of communities really, really well. But we just wanted to add one extra element, and that was sort of what we call a slice of life. And so, you know, last week we were in Sarnia. I went curling. I was in Summerside, PEI the week before that. We went on an oyster boat.
Okay, how was the oyster shucking? Because it's difficult.
Well, the shuck, I didn't even get to the shuck. The shuck is impossible. But the boat itself, I had never even seen contraptions like this. I had no idea how oysters were farmed, so that is fresh.
How fresh did that taste?
The freshest. And of course, Doug McLean, who's from Summerside, Sportsnet's very own, he was our tour guide, so that was great.
That's cool.
We got to see how pucks were made and printed in Sherbrooke, Quebec. I mean, it's sort of every week we get to do something fun. And for this week in Oshawa,
bagpipes?
Glenn Healy. So I think it's pretty well known now to hockey fans. Glenn Healy is a piper, but I mean, he's not just a casual piper. He's actually part of a pipe band, and they're incredible, Highland Creek. And I got a chance to practice with them. Well, so this is me attempting.
Hard, by the way.
First of all, have you ever seen a less attractive face than what is happening
You know
right
what, that
now?
reminds me of me playing the French horn. You really have to let, we know you have gorgeous vocal pipes, but bagpipes are a whole other thing.
They're really hard. So thank you to Glenn.
Did you get any sound?
I did. So first of all, you have to put the thing over your arm and then tuck another thing under. Then you have to blow to fill it up with air, and then you have to hit it to make a sound. But I got a drone, which apparently people were impressed by.
It's called a drone.
I think.
The other kind of drone. So we can see that on Sunday, right?
You can see
we also need to we need to talk about Joy Drop. Growing up, huge grunge head, loved me some Edge 102.1. You were all over it with your chart-topping hits. I know you're doing such a beautiful job crossing over as a television host, and you love it. But tell me, would you ever consider bringing Joy Drop back?
You know, some of my old bandmates and I still get together. We've just started writing some songs again.
Awesome.
But you know, what's nice is that we can do it casually. There's no pressure. There's no deadline. We just do it because we love it. And for me, that's the nicest way to experience music. And also the fact that on the Rogers Hometown Hockey Tour, we're starting to have a lot of music involved. We had the Tenors last week in Sarnia.
Love them.
Tim Hicks coming up. So it's a nice sort of melange. It's a really nice blend for me, and I'm glad it includes music.
Were you happy you did Rockstar in Excess? Because of course you were the finalist in that also.
I was a finalist. You know what? As an experience, it was really challenging, but it's the reason I'm in TV.
Is that right?
You never know.
Because you fell in love with the medium.
Well, and the medium just, yeah, that was the ultimate crossover.
That is so cool. And you can see her do her thing, not only here this morning, but of course, Rogers Hometown Hockey festivities get underway. Check it out, as you mentioned, Saturday and Sunday. Follow her on Twitter at Tara Slone. And it's all happening Oshawa City Hall with Ron McLean on Sunday, joined by Tavares and the New York Islanders. And the pregame from the Sportsnet Mobile Studio starts at 5:30. Happy viewing, and you're going to stick around. We're doing some cooking.